Well, hey there. Welcome to the latest and first episode of Hiker Homily for 2023. I hope your holiday season was great. I had a really good one. Obviously, you can tell from the channel, I took time off and enjoyed it with the family and things like that, as I usually do. And Happy New Year. Happy 2023. Here we are. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about last year and what I've got planned for this year. Last year was kind of a weird hiking year. I did get out. Actually, I kind of started my hiking season early. I got out, what was it, in February, I think it was? February or early March at the latest. And did Diablo, Mount Diablo. And I also did a hike in the Livermore Hills. You can see some of the clips that I'm putting up there and stuff like that. Yeah, so I did kind of get out there. I ended up, because of various reasons, there's all kinds of stuff going on, everything from weather to family schedule and things like that. I didn't get a backpacking trip in last year, so that's kind of a bummer. I did get a lot of smaller hikes, a lot of little stuff. And there was also, it wasn't like I was doing nothing. It's just, I do get out there almost weekly, but it's not always places that like I want to put on the channel, because either I've already put them on the channel or it's something simple like I'm walking one of the levee paths that my community has, my city has, and things like that. And that's not very interesting to hike about. And I've kind of done most of those too, like on my urban hike thing. I added some of those, and things like Cosumnes River Preserve. I love to go out there. It's nice. But I've, put it on this channel a couple of times, and I've filmed episodes of Hiker Homily a couple of times and things like that. So, yeah, there's no reason to put it on the channel again. But I was getting out there and things. So, yeah, that doesn't help you guys, right, who are looking for content. I get it. And, yeah, so that was kind of 2022. It was all right. It was busy, a lot of things going on, and a lot of non-hiking things, I have to say that. I think because of the old COVID lockdown, a lot of bands couldn't tour, and so they made up for that in 2022. And so my wife and I went, and along with our youngest daughter, she went on several trips. We went to go see more concerts in 2022 than my wife or I even combined have seen in the past decade. Which was fun. We had a lot of fun. We saw all kinds of different eclectic bands. We saw Coldplay. That was a fantastic concert, amazing. We saw Rammstein. That was just incredible. Totally different energy, obviously, from Coldplay, but incredible show. We took our youngest daughter to see Harry Styles. That was a great show. Holy mackerel, the decibel put out in that concert, not by Harry Styles, but by the audience, was incredible. But yeah, just all kinds of stuff. We saw several really cool winter concerts like Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Oh my gosh, Lindsey Sterling, things like that. So just, a lot of fun, doing a lot of fun things, but not a whole lot to put on the channel. Sorry, everybody. But there was some up there. I got there. But here's what's going on for 2023, okay? You can see by the pictures here, these are some of the Christmas gifts. You can see that large container there, the Thule, I think is how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. It's Swedish, so I'm saying Thule. Maybe I'm sure in America we just call it a Thule. But that is a cargo carrier that goes on top of our Subaru. My wife and I are planning to do more camping in 2023, just to get away and have fun weekends, 1 or 2 nighters here and there. So that should be a lot of fun. And also going camping different places usually means you're going to have some hiking trails. So a little bit more. My wife, due to certain health issues, cannot really run anymore. She used to love to do that, and she was coaching for a while. And it looks like she's kind of moving away from coaching. But she has said that what she wants the impact of running, she really can't do anymore, but she wants to try and do some more hiking just to stay active. I think we both, she and I, are of the same mind that once you once you let yourself get sedentary completely and you're not doing anything, that's kind of a downhill slope for your body and your mind, who eventually says, hey, if we're not going to do a whole lot, then what are we here for? And your brain kind of starts to go that direction. So we like to stay active. She's going to try and stay more active. If she can't run, she's going to try and do some hiking. So I'll have a partner with me. Don't know if she'll actually be on, the channel and things like that. But for some of my hikes, I will have someone with me. And so we are planning a bunch of stuff. So I'll go over that list. The other thing I want to talk about 2023 is, I know I kind of brushed on the whole thing about you guys looking for content, and I get that because I'm one of the same. I'm on YouTube all the time. I game vicariously through other gamers by watching them play games and things, and so it's just always that, oh, what are they going to play next? Looking for that content, and that's a lot of pressure. And it's the same thing for a hiking channel. There's a lot of hikers out there I have seen talked about. I think one of the latest ones a while ago was Darwin on the Trail, who kind of announced he was going to slow down. Not with hiking. He was still going to be hiking and stuff like that, but that he wasn't going to be pressuring himself to get everything on his channel and to specifically hike just to get content and things like that. And yeah, I don't want to feel pressure. This is all supposed to be fun. It always has been. I'm supposed to be hiking for health, not hiking for content. And so that's, like I say, a lot of camping trips, and I'll do, I'm thinking about adding to, how I do road trips and I do trail reports and all that kind of stuff, doing like, campground reports. Hey, this campground was this and that, had this amenity, was not very good for here, but was good for that kind of thing. Since I'm going to be camping more. But, doing it for fun because I'm out there. And then as a side thing, getting stuff on film and having fun with it and getting it on the channel. So I'm not going to pressure myself to get content out at a certain schedule. When there is something to post, I'm going to post it. And because I have quite a few hikes planned, I'm going to give you a list in a minute. There should be, enough stuff to be posted and things like that. But don't expect, I tried for a couple of years now to try at least once a week to get something out. And that's actually, even for a little channel like mine, I know I'm barely over 100 subscribers. That's a lot of pressure to make sure that there's something on the channel every single week. And sometimes, and you probably noticed, they were just kind of forced things. They were just little subjects that really weren't that important, or a hike that really wasn't that big of a deal. Like, for example, Cosumnes River Preserve, I already put on the channel, but hey, I needed some content at one point, so I put it on a second time. I kind of talked it up as hey, the place changes, and it does over the seasons and things like that. But there really wasn't a reason to put it on a second time, other than the fact that at that time I was pressured. I got to have something for this week. I don't have something for this week. And I'm not going to do that anymore. So we're going to get stuff whenever I get things out. So, hey, I appreciate the subscription. Always have. And appreciate you watching. Just keep me subscribed. And then when things pop up, you'll be able to watch them. But don't worry or expect something every single week, because I can't promise that. Towards the hiking season, maybe. If certain topics come up, I'll do a hiker homily on those topics, and I'll give my opinion on those topics, as I have before and always have. But I'm not going to feel pressured to have to do something every single week. So that's kind of what we're doing going forward 2023. We're going to have a lot of good hiking content. So on to what I'm planning on doing. Still trying to get the Mission Peak to Sunol thing done. I know, last several years, but this time it looks like it's good. I've got, my spouse support ready to go. We're going to do that. We're going to get that hike done. I also still want to do Pleasanton Ridge. We're going to do probably a little bit more around Mount Diablo, some more stuff at Black Diamond Regional Park. I'm also looking at getting out into the further areas. I want to do the Dinosaur Lake Trail, which is down by Pacheco Pass. I'm going to do some stuff up in Lassen, and I really want to get some stuff done on the eastern side of the Sierras, out towards the desert, and especially down into Death Valley and the Mojave area. Get some hikes done there. Exactly what, I'm not sure, but I want to do it. There's a couple of cinder cones I want to try, and just different stuff like that. So that's what we're looking for this year. And as far as like camping and maybe even a backpacking trip, going to try and get something like that done in too. So that's what we're looking for this year. We're going to be doing some fun hikes around California, a lot of camping, a lot more camping anyway than I have before. So hopefully that's going to be okay content for you guys. Those of you who are subscribed and you stay with me, that's awesome. I always appreciate it. Thank you so much. Other than that, I hope you have a great 2023 moving forward here. I hope 2022 didn't beat you up too badly. Wasn't too bad for me, just busy. A lot of different stuff going on. So there we go. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Always appreciate it. Definitely. And I'll catch you next time.